please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
Domestic agencies, as they are called here, have come together, not only sharing ideas and theories, but also spending billions just to try and achieve the dream of nuclear fusion. It's a collaboration of not only the EU, but the biggest nations on this planet, such as the United States, China, India. Sounds like a very difficult collaboration. How does it work?
In order to make fusion available on Earth, you need a larger size plant. You need, the size is absolutely critical. And so not a single country, whatever powerful it could be, could afford to construct this equipment on a reasonable time scale. So it's why we need collaboration. And all these partners know it's a unique opportunity to demonstrate the feasibility of fusion. And so there is a driving force behind each of these members, the 7 members, that they have to work together, despite their diversity, their relationship on other fields. And again, it's challenging, you could imagine, because there is no easy similarity between, for example, somebody from California and somebody from India. But all these people, all the ITER members, feel it is the only way to be able to get fully knowledgeable about the fusion capacity.
And yet, sir, even within Europe, for instance, you have different energy policies between, let's say, the Germans, who are pretty much anti-nuclear now, and the French, who are very pro-nuclear. And yet around the world, the Indians, the Chinese, and a new administration in the States, it sounds a very, very difficult collaboration. How does it work?
But there is a common understanding of all these countries and the political leaders. They are fully aware that now the way the energy supply in the world is provided, with 85% coming from fossil fuel, is not at all sustainable. They will develop renewable technology, some other fission nuclear technology, whatever it is. They know it will not last for many centuries. It will last maybe for 1 century or something like this. They know we need innovation. And so is why they are fully committed to work together in order to have this breakthrough demonstration. Once they have this demonstration that we are able to produce net fusion power, they will take their own development and see how they could take advantage of that. But they know it is a common, fundamental experience which will be the breakthrough about the innovation on fusion.
There's been a lot of talk about the size of the budget for ITER and going over budget as well. How do you respond to those accusations about spiralling costs?
This project is a quite challenging project with a lot of innovation, technology, the cryogenics, the neutronics, the magnetism, and all these things. It's the first of a kind, and when the project started, it was a very large, I would say, political enthusiasm, but no real concern about the industrial challenge we have to face. So in the early years of the project, it was not properly considered the estimate of the cost. When I came in nearly 2 years ago, with my own project experience, I say there is no way to go this way. We need to have a very clear planning, a very clear schedule, a very precise cost estimate, with working closely with the supplier, working closely with the best lab. And I do believe now we are lucky enough that we have the full support of the 7 members who approved last November during the ITER Council our new schedule and the evaluation of the cost. And now we are fixed. It looks it's a large amount of money, but if we succeed, it will be a real bonus for everybody.
And it's the dream and hope of a better energy future that's propelling the work forward. In ITER labs around the world, scientists are collaborating, designing, prototyping, and ultimately producing over 10 million parts. Then, all those components need to be transported to the main site in the south of France. The ITER project and the collaborative style makes it like a jigsaw puzzle. The player knows where the pieces are going to go, but doesn't know until the final moment if they're going to fit. And that is one of the drawbacks of this collaboration of states which are putting together ITER. We're now in 2017, but in terms of the timescale, getting to that first key experiment, I understand it's 2025. Is that the timescale you're looking for, the first big test of ITER?
we have been reviewing the whole project schedule, and the best technically achievable first plasma events will be 2025, end of 2025. We could not do it earlier. You have to realize that some of the components take more than 5 years to manufacture because they are very complex. Why? You will have a huge magnetic cages which have to contain and confine a plasma, as I say, 2 grams of hydrogen with a temperature of 150 million of degrees. You could imagine you need to be sure that everything is well set with the magnetic line properly positioned and all these things. So you need a very huge precision despite you use very large piece of component.
So we have a decade of experiments from 2025. Thereafter, when are we going to get to the result which will mean we have commercial viability of fusion?
I believe that around 2040, we will have the real answer. We know that we are able to produce a huge amount of fusion power with a very reasonable amount of heat. At this turning point, I do believe that the industry will be very keen to optimize the process of building such a facility and operating them. So before the mid of this century, we will know if fusion is really the energy technology for the energy supply for the world. As I said, not just for century, even not millennium, hundreds of millions of years.
So if the technology actually works, and you're very confident it will, it's going to change the world. It's going to change world economies. It's going to change the financial dynamics of a lot of current energy producers. Is that potentially a challenge or a worry or something that's going to prevent its progress?
Once we will know that this technology is working, and because of this large international cooperation, with the commitment of all the 7 members to make this technology available everywhere in the world, it will be a big change also in the international relationship. If you have a source of energy which is available, clearly demonstrating its assets, and which could last for hundreds of millions of years, I do believe that everybody will consider seriously how we could develop this technology jointly.
There are a lot of very big international partners involved in this as well, but will it always be such a collaborative process, open source intellectual property, so to speak?
It is the spirit of this agreement. The spirit of this agreement is a large country which have the technology, which have the resources, are working together in order to make this clear demonstration. Once the demonstration will be done, it will be up to any country in the world to take advantage of this demonstration. So there is no prevention in the ITER agreement to disseminate largely the knowledge we have.
Still ahead, we take you to the centre of the tokamak, the heart of this nuclear fusion experiment. Stay tuned. This is